when it comes to physical media, last couple years haven't been the best for physical media, especially when it comes to movies, and the format of Blu-ray and DVD, because streaming services have ultimately taken over the entire landscape when it comes to movies. So when you go out and you're like, "Yeah, I'm going to buy the Blu-ray or I'm going to buy the DVD," people look at you funny. But today we're talking about one of the biggest sellers of physical media, if you can't tell, they're on the screen, and how they might potentially be leaving physical media behind them. So let's get into this article. It's an article from The Verge, and let's talk about a few key points that I thought was kind of interesting. So let's get into it. Target confirms it's all but completely ditching DVDs in physical media, in physical stores. First, Best Buy confirms that it's dropping DVDs. Now, Target is ditching them too. So it's making me wonder, like, I hate how some of these articles are written. It's like, is it DVDs? Is it DVDs and Blu-rays? Is it just DVDs? Because DVDs and Blu-rays are two different things. Target is scaling back the presence of physical media in its stores. A spokesperson for Target tells IGN that the company is transitioning the limited assortment of DVDs it sells in stores and websites. So what's interesting, right, is I've noticed over the last couple years, and especially during 2020, everybody knows what happened during 2020. There was a severe lack of, let's say, blockbusters, movies, period, end of story, right? And with the lack of releases, especially new releases, I feel like that really hurt storefronts when it came to physical media. And I think that's why a lot of these stores are reeling back on physical media. The move forward will offer select DVDs in stores when they are newly released or during key times throughout the year when they are more popular, like a gift during the holidays, which the Target that's near me already does this because for the most part, there's like two spots where you can buy DVDs. There's like the little kiosk up the front that's like new releases, right? And then, of course, in the back of the store, in the electronics department, there is like one shelf of like DVDs. Well, one shelf of DVD Blu-rays, and then there's another shelf next to it that's just anime DVDs and Blu-rays. And then on the other side of that, they got vinyl. Vinyl's making a massive comeback, by the way, you guys. Nobody ever brings that up, but there's actually more vinyl they're selling at the Target that's across the street from my apartment than they are DVDs and Blu-rays. Think about that. It's insane to think about. Target says that will make Target's physical DVD selection even smaller and only available during specific times. You'll still be able to buy thousands of DVDs on Target's website, but it has to wonder how broad its selection will be. And that's something else that makes me really question this is like, okay, you're going to make them available on your website, but why? Because like I feel like a lot of the times when people buy Blu-rays and stuff like that, they'll walk through the section. Like this is what I do is I'll walk through a section, I'll see something, and I'll end up picking it up, right? Where for the most part, if it's on their website, I'm going to Amazon. I don't really shop on Target's website unless it's like a massively good deal because guess what? Amazon 9 times out of 10 will beat them in price. Reports about Target's backing away from DVDs first emerged on Wednesday when the X account Physical Media posted that the stores will be stopped selling physical media in stores and online by 2025. But that's only partially true as Target tells IGN that it will still sell physical games in store and online while the DVD aisle will take a hardest hit. So this is the thing, right? Is I feel like when it comes to the DVDs, of course they're going to curtail that, but the physical games is what kind of makes me scratch my head, right? Because for the most part, you can go to the store and buy the gift card for the Xbox and be good, or even buy the card to redeem whatever game it is that you want. Same with Nintendo. For the most part, I will tell you guys this: you can go and you can buy a Nintendo game, and there's quite a few games out there when it comes to Nintendo that all you have is DRM, digital rights management, on the cartridge, like up front, it's on the cartridge. The rest of the game, you have to either download or they give you a redemption code in the box. So it's not even worth buying physically for Nintendo for the most part. The only one that's selling physical games is helping PlayStation. And you might ask, why is it helping PlayStation and Sony? It's because they hold a monopoly. You could go to the store. I want you guys to go to the store like later on. Walk down the game aisle for the PlayStation, and guess what? You can buy gift cards for the PlayStation Store, but you cannot buy redemptions for games from the PlayStation Store. Think about that one. You could go to the store and you can buy physical redeemable like games. I mean, you can buy the redeemables for the Xbox and get a code to download, let's say Red Dead Redemption 2. Let's say you go to the store and you want Super Mario Maker or whatever it's called. You can go to the store and buy a redeemable code for it. PlayStation, you can't do that. I can't go to the store right now and be like, okay, I want Red Dead Redemption 2 like digitally for the PlayStation. I can't do that. I have to buy the gift card, take it, load it onto the PlayStation, and then buy it. Think about that one. That is the only reason why they get away with selling digitally on their storefront is because they're not a monopoly. There's quite a few people that don't realize you can't buy digital games for the PlayStation. So that's the only reason why they're continuing to sell physical games in the store is because Sony's like, keep it up. We don't want to be hit with a monopoly. Insane, right? Because like it kind of cuts down on the ability to put games on sale. And yeah, anyways, The Verge reached out to Target for more information about the change as well as when it will take place, but it didn't immediately hear back. Like I said, my store basically has already done this. For the most part, you're just finding new titles. Like, I can tell you, I went in there the other day, and I didn't even see Oppenheimer, and Oppenheimer came out like 3 months ago. With the rise of streaming and digital games, physical media has become an afterthought for some. There was one guy that did say that me playing an Xbox 360 game with the disc, because I got a lot of Xbox 360 games on the disc, is like having a CD in 2024. That dude's wrong, by the way, because like there's actually quite a few Xbox 360 games you can't get unless you have the disc. But as somebody who rediscovered a love for DVDs, this news is pretty disappointing. After spending years flipping between pricey streaming services, I found that physically pursuing the DVD aisle of a Target, Walmart, Barnes and Noble. Finding something watch far less stressful than thousands of shows and films scrolling through. I will agree with this individual. So me personally, I have not had a Netflix account in 2.5 years because I catch myself. I will sit there and I will scroll and scroll and scroll, and then on top of that, like the issue we had earlier in the year, the end of last year, beginning of this year with Sony, is sometimes if you purchase something digitally, they can just remove it. If they don't want to renew the license, you're SOL then. Where if you have the physical copy, that's why like I bought Breaking Bad physically because I love Breaking Bad. What if it gets removed from Netflix? And then I'm going to have to go and subscribe to AMC Plus and blah, 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 blah. I'd much rather have the physical copy. I could go put it into my DVD player, my Blu-ray player, whatever, right? And be able to watch it. I know, call me old-fashioned. And then on top of that, I love the artwork. Target isn't alone in axing physical media displays either. Last year, Best Buy confirmed that it would be dropping DVDs and Blu-rays from its stores in 2024. Walmart hasn't said if and when it will get rid of DVD selections, but I'm not giving it up in its $5 bin just yet. We're going full screen. It to me is actually very it's very concerning, like I said, because at the end of the day, there's a lot of people out there that purchase stuff and they do not realize that, at any given time, whatever you purchase can be pulled away. Sorry, because it's basically you're licensing it. You're not actually owning said movie, said TV show, right? You are licensing it. So if you're looking to get any kind of digital movies or whatever, I'm going to recommend Amazon. Do not buy it on the Microsoft store. Do not buy it on the Sony store, whatever, right? I recommend Amazon. And like I said, me personally, I much rather have it physically in hand. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass to get up and go switch DVDs, but It is what it is. Anyways, you guys, don't forget to mash that like button. Comment down below. How do you feel about Target potentially abandoning DVDs and Blu-ray sales and games, like some game platforms? Anyways, don't forget to subscribe. We're on our way to 8,000 subscribers. You guys are awesome, and y'all take it easy.